Thank you for being with me today. I appreciate it so much every time that you look at the video and read along. That's an act of kindness, right? My biggest thing. So our book read this week is what? But the Kindness Quilt. Don't go. It's really good. I promise. Let's read the Kindness Quilt. Okay? Are you ready? Here we go. On Friday at Sharing Circle, Mina helped Mrs. Bloom hold up a large green book. I love stories, Mina said. I do too, said Mrs. Bloom. I'm going to read an Aesop fable. Mrs. Bloom began reading. The Lion and the Mouse. Long ago, a tiny mouse was scampering through the jungle. By and by, he came upon a large, giant, snoozing lion in the tall grass. The mouse was feeling playful, and so he plucked a blade of grass and tickled the lion's nose. "Rah!" roared the lion, grabbing the little mouse with his large padded paw. "What is this, an afternoon snack? Please, please, please don't eat me. I beg you," the mouse said. "Someday I will do something nice to help you." "Ha!" laughed the lion. "You help me?" Ha! But he let the mouse go. He fell back to sleep. Lucky mouse. A few weeks later, the mouse was scurrying home when he heard a terrible roar. There was his friend trapped in a net. The little mouse gnawed on the ropes with his sharp teeth and set the lion free. Yes. When the story ended, Mina sat down. When Mrs. Bloom asked, "What's the moral of this fable?" Meaning, what is the meaning of the fable? I know, said Mina. It's about kindness. The lion let the mouse go, and later the mouse helped the lion. I think they both felt happy about being kind. Tyrone says it shows you can be kind whether you're little or big, or in between. Lindsay said, "We should try to do something kind every day." Dave said, "I'm kind to noodles." "Yes," said Mrs. Bloom, "kindness is a good thing for all of us to practice, no matter how big or small we are. So let's celebrate kindness with a do and draw and share kindness project." Pretty cool. That night, Mina told Mom, Dad, and Pip, "Mrs. Bloom wants us to do something kind, then make a picture about it and take the picture to school to share. It's a kind of kindness project." "That's a wonderful idea," said Mom. "But," said Mina, "I'm not sure what to do." "We can help you with ideas," said Dad. Early Saturday morning, before Mom and Dad got up, Mina read to Pip, her little brother. "Reading me books is a good idea for your kindness project," Mina said. Pip. Mina nodded, but she said, "I'm still thinking." Before lunch, Mina went with Mom to Community Cleanup Day. "Picking up litter in the park is being kind to our earth," said Mom. "That could be an idea for your kindness picture." Nina nodded, but she said, "I'm still thinking." Later in the afternoon, Mina and Dad cooked creamy carrot soup for dinner. Mina took a big jar to their neighbors. After supper, Mina got a pencil and paper. "Kindness, kindness," she whispered to herself. "There are lots of kinds of kindness." Dad brought Mina a snack. "Yum," said Mina. "Sharing the soup with Mr. and Mrs. Checker could be an idea for your kindness picture," said Dad. Mina nodded, but she said, "I'm still thinking." "Yes, you can use my new markers," Mina said. "Pip, thanks." Mina started writing and drawing. Later, Mom tiptoed in. She brought Mina scissors and paper. Mina smiled. "Thanks, Mom." Then Mina started cutting. On Sunday afternoon, Mina looked at what she had written and drawn and cut out. Picking up trash. Trash here, not here. Sharing soup with your neighbors. Reading books to your little brother. My family helping me. Kindness is... Suddenly, Mina knew what she wanted to do. She found her glue stick and got to work. On Monday, Mina took her artwork to school. She listened as Carrie, Tyrone, Kyle, and Lindsay shared pictures of their acts of kindness. Kindness is setting the table without being asked. Kindness is getting your dad his ladder. Kindness is sharing your toys. Yeah, cheers for the other team when they're not your own. When it was Mina's turn, she held up her artwork. "Ooh," said the class. "It looks like a pretty quilt," said Lindsay. "Wow," said Tyrone. "If you want to, you can make yours look like a quilt too," said Mina. "Great," said Mrs. Bloom. "Let's get out the art materials. Kyle, Carrie, Tyrone, Lindsay, since you shared your kindness art today, you can work on your quilt squares. Mina can help." They cut and glued. Then they taped their acts of kindness together. Mrs. Bloom hung the paper quilt on a small bulletin board. Their acts of kindness. As the days passed, more acts of kindness happened. Maya sent a card. Esteban helped his neighbor. Almond held a door open. Dave took care of Noodles. And the kindness quilt grew until it overflowed the small bulletin board. Mrs. Bloom and the children had to move it to the big bulletin board. Look at all these acts of kindness. It's so cool. As more days passed, more and more acts of kindness happened. Jaden was kind to Keisha. Keisha was kind to Zach. Zach was kind to AJ. AJ was kind to Mina. Look, if someone forgets their snack, share. Kindness is saying, your turn. Holding the tower for your friend is kind. Showing your friend how to play squiggle is kind. When the kindness quilt overflowed the big bulletin board, Mrs. Cooper helped them hang the quilt on the long wall in the hall. Look, how cool. I just love it. I love this project. Soon, other classes joined in. Look at all these acts of kindness. Wow. And the kindness kept growing and growing and growing. The end, or just the beginning for this project, the Kindness Quilt project. How cool. I love it. I love it. I love being kind. You can too. It just means it gets you right here, okay? So have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, the beginning of your week, a great night, great afternoon. You just have a great time and think about and do your own kindness project. Thank you again, and we will see you next time. And what do I ask? Sprinkle that kindness, okay? See ya.